Hi, my name is Kanina Porter, and today we're going to talk about the importance of building a quality resume. During this video, I'll discuss with you why a resume is important and give you some hands-on tips that'll help you get started with building your resume. I'll also show you a sample of a basic resume and how to input the information in step by step. Your activity will be to create a resume on your own based on the template that I provided. So I'm going to show you step by step how to put in the information, and then you're going to try it yourself. The importance of a resume. There are two activity objectives for this video. The first activity objective is to understand the importance of building a quality resume. We want to know why we need a resume, and we want to know how it can be used to benefit us. The second is to learn tips on how to build a quality resume. I'm going to provide the actual template for you and show you the basic structure of a resume. Your resume does four things for you. It's the first meeting between you and the prospective employer, so it's the first thing they see when they meet you. The second is it's an opportunity to tell the employer a great deal about yourself. Third, it's a great way to tell you about yourself. And last is the factor used to get you the interview. We're going to look at all four of these individually. First is that your resume is the first meeting between you and the prospective employer. You only get one chance to make a first impression, so we want to make sure that the impression is a good one, and your resume is going to be a representation of that. Second, you want to set yourself apart from others. So you want your resume to be distinct, you want it to be neat and concise, and you want it to provide information that makes the employer want to seek you out for an interview. Next is that your resume is the opportunity to tell the employer a great deal about yourself. Your resume is the factor that's used to decide whether you get the interview or not. So it's very important that your resume speaks for you. Second is that your resume shows your organization skills. The neatness of your resume and the way that you write, not giving too much information or too less information, will determine how your resume looks and how well it's put together. So it's very important that it looks good, that it looks neat, and all the information is provided for the employer to see. The third thing is that it's a great way to tell you about yourself. As you're building your resume, you'll be able to look at all of the jobs that you've had, all the skills that you've gained. You'll look at your education experience, and it'll allow you to reflect and assess on all of the things that you've accomplished. And so by looking at all your accomplishments, this should build confidence so that you're able to go and be positive when you're applying for your positions, and when you're submitting your applications, you'll know that your resume is of quality and that you should be expecting an interview. Next, or last actually, is that your resume is a factor used to get you the interview. So this is a very important portion for the job hunting process, is that your resume needs to speak for you so that employers will want to contact you. It's the only reference that the employers have to decide whether you get the interview or not. So it's very key that it stands out. And then last, that it exhibits your organization skills. So it exhibits the kind of person you are. So they're looking at your resume and they're making a decision or making a judgment on the kind of person that you are. So if it's neat, it's organized, there's no misspelling, then they'll probably want to contact you and call you for an interview. So next, we're going to actually look at an example of a resume. And here is an example of a resume. Make it a little bit bigger. This is a basic template for a resume. Here in the yellow area will be your name. You'll want to include your first and last name in this section here. Below this will be your street address, your home street address, the city you live in, the state, your zip code, your phone number. You can also include your cell phone and your email address. The first section of the resume is the objective section. Here you'll describe your career goals or your ideal job. One sentence is sufficient. The second section is your professional achievement section. You'll list all of your awards. You can list some of the organizations you're involved in or some of the things that you volunteer with, and this will help to set you apart from other applicants. The third section is the skills section. This section, you will list your professional or technical skills, words per minute, software that you've operated, any equipment that you've used, computers, fax machines, printers, copiers, things like that. The next section is your work history. You'll want to provide all of the information on your previous professional job that you want to show. Make sure that you don't leave any gaps in time as well. So your most current position will be listed at the top, and then the rest of the positions will be listed below those. So you'll put your job title, the company you used to work for or you currently work for, your city and state, and the dates of employment that you were at that company. The next section is the education section. You'll list the degrees that you hold and their emphasis. So if you have a degree in education, you'll list that here. The school that you received your degree from, the city and state, and your date of graduation. And then last are the references section. Now this section is optional. You can either provide the resumes on your, you can either provide the references on your resume, and preferably they recommend 3 professional references, no family members, or you can include this line here, references are available upon request. And that is if the employer is interested, they'll contact you and you can provide references at that time. Thank you for watching this video. I will make this template available for you to input your own information. If you have any questions, please let me know. And thank you.